Okay, today we are in a 2023 Ford Lightning Lariat. We are going to take a drive and let you guys check this out, see what it all looks like. So one thing you can see, it has 360-degree cameras. Sensors all the way around. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. As you can see on the map, I got Android Auto up right now. We're going to do a quick acceleration from 0. Ready? We go. And there is 60. It's pretty quick. It comes in right around 4 seconds, or a little under 4 seconds. 0 to 60. You see the steering wheel, Ford steering wheels laid out pretty well, pretty nice. They're pretty standard across all trim levels, all models. One thing that we do like is we like this denim like look material. It's got some copper stitching on it. It also has the copper going around the outside of the infotainment screen. The ride on this truck is very, very good. We drove a XLT Lightning and I was not as impressed with it. It did still kind of bounce around in the back. I think that's because it had a standard range battery instead of the extended range. This one does have the extended range battery, so as you can see, we have 301 mile range. EPA is 320, and it is about 19 degrees today, so we have had some range loss. Acceleration is nice and smooth. Of course, you know, with electric trucks, you don't have any shifting from transmissions. Makes it a really smooth acceleration. This Ford Lightning with the extended range battery has 563 horsepower and 775 foot-pounds of torque, which is slightly higher than the standard range battery. These trucks are a fully independent suspension, so you have shocks and springs in the rear as well as the front instead of having leaf springs in the back. Makes for a lot more comfortable ride, and you can put a higher level of springs and shocks back there to support all the weight from the batteries. And the extended battery on this one is 131 kilowatt hours, and so that makes for a very, very large battery. Now, stuff in the infotainment screen is very easy to use. It changes very quickly. You have modes of normal, sport, off-road, and tow and haul. You got you got your cameras. As we can see right now, we just pulled up our backup camera as we're driving down the road. Thing's pretty close, pretty easy to get to. It's got zone lighting. Also, you have your tow settings to change those things. You also have various settings, Sirius XM, your charge settings, where you can actually precondition your cabin and your battery. Also have all of your driver assistance features. You got speed limit assist, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring. And this truck does also come with Blue Cruise, although it does have some connectivity issues that the dealership is going to have to straighten out, because the Blue Cruise would not work on this truck, and it also will not connect to the Ford Pass. The Blue Cruise is a pretty good feature. It covers over 160,000 interstates and highways. It also can be used off highway on certain roads that they have mapped out. And then it also does your lane keep assist, your lane centering. And even when the Blue Cruise isn't working, those items are working great. The adaptive cruise is really good at keeping the distance. And in the center of the driver's console, you can see where the driver assistance is, where you can see the truck, and it will show when you're following behind somebody how close you are to them, and if you are too close, that you won't be able to stop if they stop. So it will be orange if you're in a warning area where it's just going to be hard for you to stop, and it will turn red if you're in an area that you won't be able to stop if they stop in front of you. So as you can see, it did snow last night, so we got a little bit of snow still on the ground. There's our regenerative braking kicking in, and you can see it brings you down and brings you to a complete stop. It also has auto hold, so it won't go unless I press on the accelerator, which is really nice. It's a little strange, but it works great. It's pretty smooth. The regenerative braking is rather strong though, especially from a higher speed. We'll turn on the lane centering, or the lane keeping system is now turned on, which does activate Blue Cruise also if you're on a road that Blue Cruise is covered. Of course, we are not on one of those, and we've had trouble with the Blue Cruise on this one. So I won't be able to show you the Blue Cruise working, but I can show you how the system works. So if we venture over towards the line, it's going to move us back to the center. As you can see, the steering wheel is keeping us in the center of the lane. Now it also is watching my eyes, telling me to keep my eyes on the road. You can see it says hands on the wheel. We're going to see what happens if we don't put our hands on the wheel. Okay, resume control. And it's braking us, little jolts of brake to try to wake you up, to try to alert you. See what happens now. All right, we are slowing down. Got a noise going off, I'm sure you can hear, and it is slowing us all the way down. It's very controlled and slowing us down, but stop in the middle of the road. Don't know how good that is, but I guess it can't really take us off the road. So, and now we're at 6 miles an hour and we're just rolling. That's not safe. All right. So I don't know how long that would have went at 6 miles per hour, but it was just still rolling. So what if there was a case of a pond or something like that was in front of you, and you just kept rolling and kept rolling and kept rolling? You know, it might roll you right into the lake, right into off of a cliff. It's hard telling. Don't know if that's very safe. But it is really sensitive. As you can see, you know, Ford uses a torque system on their steering wheel, so you kind of have to put resistance against it for it to not alert you. But these are very sensitive. They don't take very long, and they tell you to get a hold of the wheel. And the eye tracking system is very sensitive too. So if I turn and look at the infotainment screen and now it's telling me watch the road. So it gives you about maybe 5 seconds or so before it alerts you to keep your eyes on the road. Now it's telling me keep my hands on the steering wheel. So I find that it is a good system. It works really well. I just prefer to drive myself, and I don't like all the alerts going off all the time. All right, we're gonna do one more with the regenerative braking. You'll see it kick in the green there, and it's showing that it's pushing energy back in, slowing us down very quickly and short. So we're gonna have to move up a little bit to the stop sign, and we're good. Now we're gonna accelerate, and I'm gonna turn on the cruise as soon as it will let me. Not yet, not yet. Okay, at 30, it would let me turn the cruise on, and you can see it accelerates quickly but smoothly. So that works very, very well. That's going to be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this Ford Lightning on the inside, what it looks like. This is the Lariat trim. Great truck. And if you are looking for one, check out Heller Ford in El Paso, Illinois.